Following hot on the heels of Good Vibrations is more good news for punk fans. Two of the Undertones have written new music for a major new production at Derry's Playhouse. And this mix of punk and drama has opened to rave reviews. Here's Gareth Wilkinson.
1, 2, 3, energy!
The sound of a generation. It might look like a concert, but it's a scene from Re-Energize, a new play which is opened at the Playhouse. It's the story of an ageing punk band from Rathcoole who've reformed 30 years after they failed to make it. The play was written by Gary Mitchell, but the music comes from two men with a true punk pedigree, Damien and John O'Neill of the Undertones.
Gary sent us the lyrics, the songs. I think he wanted about 8 songs to put the music to. And it was remarkably easy. You know, we looked at it and kind of, obviously the story is these old punks get back together again. You know, they're now in their early 50s, whatever. And you sort of put yourself in the mindset of when we were 17, 18, teenagers, how would we write songs, you know, punk songs?
Normally when I'm writing songs, it's a music and the words at the same time, or the music, and then I've got to spend ages trying to come up with words. Usually get a tune reasonably easily, but the words are a hard thing. So Gary had already had the words, so coming up with the tune seemed to be fairly easy. So don't know what way.
You wish you got to play right on board sooner?
Aye, maybe 40 years ago.
For writer Gary Mitchell, this is a fulfilment of teenage dreams of his own. He's won plenty of accolades in a lauded career, but this production is particularly satisfying.
It's the sequel to a play called Energy, where a punk band bickered and fell apart and didn't make it. And this is about them getting a second chance. And Damien and John are the best guys you could work with. It's just been sensational. The music is fantastic. How they come up with it, I don't know. But how do we know how they came up with Teenage Kicks? No one knows. But they are sensational, and it's just been a joy for me.
Actors were turned into punk rockers, and they had specialist tuition.
Somebody of my age that would remember the Undertones, just even meeting them is one thing, but you know, getting to jam with them, play with them, get taught songs by them, it's outstanding. It's just outstanding. I'm still buzzing about it. I still can't believe it. I pinch myself.
It's our biggest show in the Playhouse in its history, and it's the biggest one of the year for the City of Culture. We're very excited, very, very proud of what we've accomplished.
Of course, the Undertones had the success this fictional band could only dream about, but the story does resonate.
One character, Chris, is really passionate about the Ramones and about music, and we could relate that straight away. There were conversations that the actors are having on the stage, are conversations most bands have anyway, you know. Yep. That's why it does have a universal appeal anyway.
It goes to show that punk rock lives on as well.
Right, yeah, always will.
Best music.
It's a play which sounds like a gig, and like all good punk bands, it will go on tour later in the year to the Lyric in Belfast, and then, hopefully, further afield. Gareth Wilkinson, UTV Live Tonight, Derry.
And apologies for the spelling mistake of playwright, but hey, it was the punk era and we were all rebels then.